Okay, day 2 of ride. Firstly, I'd like to just thank everyone for their massive amount of support I've had. People have been calling, messaging, loads of comments on Facebook, loads of shares, which is absolutely brilliant. Just want to say massive thanks to Gover Gym for the use of the facilities and the bike, and a big thanks to Transplant Sport for the NHS donation t-shirt which they sent to me, so big thanks to those guys. So really the point of doing the video, I think, is to try and answer some questions. So if anyone does have any questions, I'm perfectly open to a bit of general knowledge if you feel that way. But anything anyone wants to ask about transplant or anything else, I've written down some questions myself. Some of the things that maybe people are too afraid to ask. So I've got the first one down here. Does it hurt? Well, I don't have really any acute pain as such. There's times when I'll take painkillers, but I'm trying to listen to my body, so when it tells me to slow down, I can do that. And from time to time, it's an ache, which I guess I'm lucky. I'm not very good at severe pain like a lot of people, so kind of not too bad is basically the answer to that. I think the other one is people say, don't you worry about it, and I think that's the real biggie to deal with, because I obviously worry about it. It's something it's very difficult to kind of consider and think about all the options, and you're always getting fed information from the doctors, and you're hearing stories, and people always want to tell you good stories, but then you hear of bad stories, and so yeah, I do worry about it, but I try not to let it control me, as it were. A lot of people who I speak to, I say it's the best and worst thing that's happened to me, and people find that very strange, because they think, well, how can it be the best thing that's ever happened to you? And I think it really has put life into perspective of what is important, and certainly what's important to me. Obviously the worst is easy, because I never expected to be ill. I never expected to be ill to this level at any point. You think you're indestructible, and suddenly you realise that you're not. Another question I think that people get confused about is, if you get a transplant, how do they, do they have to find just the right person? Does it have to be, someone exactly the same age as me and whatnot? So, and it was news to me that actually I could have a transplant from anyone within reason. It's to do with the size of the organ and blood type, but I could quite as easily have an organ from a lady, a man, and the age ranges, you're talking of, actually some quite old people, because it's going to give me, the better option compared to the liver that I have. So those are a few that I kind of came up with. Obviously, if there's any others that anyone wants to ask, feel free just to PM me, or just post it up on Facebook, and I'll try and answer it as honestly as possible. I'm currently cracking through the second stage of the 11k, so I think I've got about 9.5k to go, so I'm going to call that quits for tonight, and I'll post another video up tomorrow. See you later.